Hello everybody, welcome to this instruction video. In this video I'd like to show you how to make my touch of velvet wrap. This is one of my own designs and I'd like to show you how to make it. To make this you of course need yarn. I used Scheepjes velvet yarn to make my wrap. All yarn amounts are on my blog. I've also got a link in the video description on where you can find all the materials you need to make this wrap. So you'll be using Scheepjes velvet yarn, which is part of the Color Crafter range, in 2 colors, and you'll also be using wooden beads at the end to make a lovely edge on the wrap. Now together with this I'm also using a 4mm hook, Clover Amour hook, that's my favorite hook. What I'll do is I'll first show you how to make the base, and after that I'll show you how to make the edge. The base, I'll show you the first 4 rounds, because after that is a repeat of each round until the wrap is large enough, and then I'll show you each and every round of the edge so you get this lovely lacy effect on your wrap. So I'll take you step by step through everything you need to know. I hope it's a useful video for you, and thank you for watching. I have a slip knot on my hook, and I'm going to start with a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to come back to the first chain stitch, that's this one, and make a slip stitch. And this now means we have a little loop that we're going to work into. You see, there's the hole. I'm going to work into that hole. You can also make a magic ring if that's easier for you. I'm going to start with chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 3 chain stitches count as a double crochet, and then chain 1 because I need chain 1s between stitches. So chain 4. Now in this hole here, I'm going to make 3 double crochets. So yarn over, so into that little hole, make a double crochet. 1, and 2, and 3 double crochets into that hole. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 is going to become the tip of our triangle. Now in the same little hole, you're again going to make 3 double crochets. So yarn over and pick up. That's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1 and make 1 last double crochet in this little space in the hole. And this completes round 1 of your wrap, and this is the first round. We're now going to make the second round. For round 2, I'm going to again start with a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this chain 4 is actually very similar to the chain 4 you did here at the beginning of round 1. We also always have a chain 4 at the beginning of a round. I'm turning my work around. So this was the front side on round 1. So I now have this side to me. So I've turned it around. And in the chain 1 space that you have here, this first little space, I'm going to work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. chain 1, and now we're going to skip the 3 double crochets we have here, these 3, and we're going to go to the chain 3 space. This is the tip of the wrap that we're making. So we're going to skip these 3, basically with the chain 1 stitch we just made, and then in this chain 3 space make 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3 double crochets. Chain 3 because you want to make a new tip. 1, 2, 3, and in the same space going to work 3 more double crochets. So I'm just going to move these up a bit because you of course need space to put those in. So work 3 more double crochets in the same space. 2 and 3, like so. Chain 1, and now you're again going to skip these 3 double crochets you have here, and it's basically in the chain 4 space, but actually there is a chain 1 here, so you're going to go for that chain, for this space here, and work 3 double crochets in there. So in that, it looks like the chain 4 space, but of course you have chain 3 for a double crochet and the chain 1, so you're going for the chain 1 idea. Chain 1, and now you're going to work 1 double crochet on top of the chain 3 you have here. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, so in that 3rd chain stitch you're going to work a double crochet into that stitch. Just get my hook into it, there we go. Work a double crochet. And that completes round 2 of the wrap. For round 3, you're going to be doing exactly the same. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, get more yarn. Again, I'm going to turn my work around, so I now have the same side facing me as on round 1. I'm going to make, sorry, did I do chain 4? 1, 2, 3, yes I did chain 4, just doubting myself for a moment. In the chain 1 space that you have here, between the double crochet and these 3 double crochets, you're again going to work a group of 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 double crochets. Chain 1, skip these 3, and for the next chain 1 space, it's going to be this space here, work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 double crochets. Chain 1, again skip the 3 double crochets, and now you're at the tip again. For the tip you want to work exactly the same as we did on the previous round, so 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. You're going to do that in this tip also. In the chain 3 space, work 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 2, 3, and then again 3 double crochets in that same space. I'm just going to move them up a bit. Then in that space work 3 double crochets. And 2 and 3 double crochets. Chain 1, going to go to the next chain 1 space. So the chain 1s are always used to skip your 3 double crochets. Then work 3 double crochets in the next chain 1 space. and 3. Chain 1. Going to skip these 3. Now again you have the chain 4 space, exactly the same as at the end of the previous round. And here you're going to work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 double crochets, chain 1, and now again on the third chain stitch you're going to work a double crochet. So make sure you can see that third chain. So you see 1, 2, 3, and there I'm going. And to be totally honest, if you happen to do this in the second chain stitch, it's not a disaster either. Or you do it in the fourth, it's not a disaster. This design is forgiving enough. Then that brings round 3. You can now see you've done 1, 2, 3 rounds. And I'll show you round 4 again. So for round 4, I'm going to show you again. Start with a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your work. And make 3 double crochets in this first chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, skip the 3 double crochets, and in the chain 1 space work 3 double crochets again. And again, chain 1, skip the 3 double crochets and work 3 doubles in the next chain 1 space. You're going to keep on doing this until you get to the tip of your wrap. So if you're on round 25, you're going to of course be making many more of these before you get to the tip. Chain 1, and when you get to the point of the triangle, make 3 double crochets in the chain 3 space, chain 3, and move them up a bit and work 3 more double crochets in that same chain 3 space. Like so. Chain 1, skip the group of 3 double crochets, and in the next chain 1 space make 3 double crochets. Chain 1, skip the 3 double crochets, in the chain 1 space work 3 double crochets. 2 and 3. Chain 1, you continue doing this until you're reaching the chain 4 space. Then you work 3 double crochets in the last chain space, which is technically the chain 4 space. Chain 1, and then work a double crochet on the third chain stitch. You may have to just pull them out a little bit like this to really see those 3 chain stitches. They might be slightly hidden. And then I'm going to go into the third double chain stitch and work a double crochet like so. So I've now done 4 rounds of these, and you're going. So after you've made the first 4 rounds of the pattern, you're going to repeat round 4. This is round 4. You're going to repeat that until you've done 52 rounds. So this is 4, and you're going to repeat that again and again and again and again until you've done 52. And that will give you a large triangle on which we're going to be making the lacy border, which I'll show you next. After 52 rows you have a triangle. quite a large triangle. This is, however, only 10 rows. I'm going to show you the border on these 10 rows because the pattern and the repeats are in essence the same. So I'm going to just use these 10 rows to show you the border, but you've of course done 52 to make the entire wrap. So for the first row of the border, I have a slip knot on my hook. I'm going to start with a standing single crochet in the first stitch, this first double crochet here. I'm going to start in there, still have the yarn tail from the previous row, start in there with a standing single crochet. Then in your next chain 1 space, this one here, work a single crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skipping the 3 double crochets, go to the chain 1 space. Work a single crochet in there. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain stitches and a single in the chain 1 space between the 3 double crochets. To repeat that till you get to the tip of the shawl. 3, 4, 5, and again a single crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skipping these 3, and then a single crochet between the 2. I'm going to continue doing this until I'm to the tip of the shawl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, and a single crochet. I'm almost to the tip here, to that chain 3 space. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in the chain 3 space, I'm going to work a single crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the same space work another single. So by doing so, you're making a new tip, a new corner here for the wrap. It's going to be the center with the biggest fan. It's going to be in there. And then again, I'm going to come down this way, doing chain 5 and then a single between the groups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and between the groups work the single. And that you're again going to repeat until you're almost to the end. 5, and then work a single between the groups. See, I've now done 2 of these. I'm going to continue this until you're to the end here. That's 1, 2, 3, and 5. Single crochet here. You can see how we're almost to the end. So again, chain 5, 3, 4, 5. Then in that last chain 1 space, it's going to work a single in there. And then on the last double crochet, in this case a chain 3, also work a single crochet. That's row 1 of the edge. You can continue on to row 2. Row 2, I'm going to start with a chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. The first 3 count as a double crochet and then chain 2. So this is a double crochet and a chain 2. Going to skip the single crochet and then go into the next chain 5 space. So skipping this first single crochet here, going into the chain 5 space with a single crochet. Then move on to the next chain 5 space and work 8 double crochets in there. So 1, so in that same space, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and number 8. See how you've worked 8 double crochets in that chain 5 space. In the next chain 5 space, work a single crochet. This you're going to repeat, still a chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 5. This you're now going to repeat from the single crochet to the chain 5. This you're going to repeat until you're to the tip of the shawl. I'll show you one more time. So in the next chain 5 space, that's this one here, work a single crochet. Then in the next chain 5 space, work 8 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. In the following chain 5 space, work a single crochet and then again chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now then repeat 2 times. I'm going to do it once more, and then I'm going to be here at the point where I'm at the tip of the shawl. So I'm going to do it once more, and then I'll see you here. To the tip of the wrap, I'm going to work a single crochet in the next chain 5 space. That's before the chain 5 that actually makes the tip. To work a single crochet in there. And now you're in the chain 5 space that's here at the tip of the shawl. In here you're going to work 12 double crochets in that space. It's 1, 2, 3. You're going to have to squish them just a little bit to get them all in there. 5, 6. By the time you get to 7 and 8, you're going to have to move them just up a little bit. Now done 8, and I need to do a few more. 8. It does fit, you just need to help it. 9, 10, 11, and this is number 12. See I've now done 12 double crochets in there. I'm going to skip this single crochet and then go to the next chain 5 space. Here, work a single crochet in that space. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and skipping this single crochet here, I'm going to go to the next single crochet and start a repeat unit again. And what you're going for is that you're making this side symmetrical to that side. So if you see a mismatch here somewhere, you know you've made a mistake, because you want that symmetry line that goes into the triangle. So that's kind of a checkpoint for you to make sure that everything's symmetrical. So I'm just going to show you the repeats again. It's a single crochet. So this is exactly the same as the repeats on the other side. In the next chain 5 space, work 8 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Going to go to the next chain 5 space, work a single, and then chain 5. 3, 4, and then your next stitch will again be in your next chain 5 space here, skipping that single crochet. And that's your repeat unit that I've just shown you again. So you're going to repeat this unit until you get to here, and I'll see you here just for the last part. So you've done your repeat until you have 3 chain 5 spaces left, and these 3 I'm going to do a partial repeat. So I've got the chain 5 here, make a single in the third last chain 5 space, and in the second last chain 5 space I'm going to work 8 doubles, 2, which I've just lost, there you go, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. On your next chain 5, it should be the last chain 5, going to work a single, and here there's a slight difference from the repeat, but it's symmetrical to what's on your other side. Chain 2, skipping this last this second last single crochet on your last stitch, which is the standing single crochet you started with. On that very first stitch there, or it's the last one, kind of depends on how you look at it, you work a double, and that completes row 2. Row 3, to chain 1, turn everything around. This chain 1 does not count as a stitch, it's just to help you turn. Then on the same stitch, do a single crochet on that same stitch. We're now going to work a double crochet on these stitches and picots in between. So I'm going to skip the chain 2 space, that space, and go to your first double crochet. It's that one there. First double crochet. Work a double crochet on that, followed by a picot. A picot is chain 3, 2, 3, then come down to the first chain stitch and close with the slip stitch. So you're making a little circle there. That's a picot. Now this we're going to do on all of these doubles. So you're going to do this 7 times. We've just done once. I'll show you a few more times. On the next double crochet, work a double, followed by a picot. So that's chain 3. Come back to the first chain and work a slip stitch. That's the repeat twice. A third time, double crochet and a picot, chain 3, come down in that first stitch and make a slip stitch. Now done 3. Again, double crochet on the next stitch and a picot, 3, and these picots, if you've done a few of them, you'll get the hang of it, I'm sure. Again a double, followed by a picot. I'm going to do this 7 times. Now done, let me just count with you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to do 2 more. This here's number 6. 6. This is the last one, number 7. It's a double crochet and a picot. There we go. You've now done it 7 times. You should have 1 double crochet left. And on that one, I'm going to work your last double crochet. Next up, you see this here is not actually part of the double crochet. That's part of the single crochet that you used to connect this double to there. So don't be misled to think that you've got a stitch here. It's not. This is the single crochet that you used to connect from the you see here you've done those doubles, and that single crochet is that join in there. So don't be misled to think that this is another stitch. You really just need 7 picots and 8 double crochets on this fan. So be wary. That's an easy mistake to make there. So those were the picots. You can now move on and do a single crochet in the next chain 5 space. And it's going to be this big space here. So you're going to skip this single and everything else that's there, and then go to the chain 5 space and work a single crochet, and that kind of connects everything together. That kind of connects this whole fan together. And that's your repeat unit. You're going to do this on each of these fans. So you see here's another fan and here's another fan. So what you're now going to do is you're going to go work a double crochet, picot, double picot, all the way around. And here you work your last double, and then work a single again in this chain 5 space, and then repeat that on this fan again. So you're going to repeat this on every fan until you're here to the tip of the wrap with the 12 double crochets. So I'm going to do this 2 more times. If you've done the full wrap, you'll do a few more. So I'll see you at this point again here when you've done this single crochet. I'll see you then. You've now done these double crochets and the picots all the way to the tip of the wrap. So you're now at the point where you have the 12 double crochets. You're going to do exactly what you did here. You're going to do here, only your repeats are going to be more. You're going to work 11 picots and 12 double crochets, but in essence it's exactly the same. So I'm now in the chain 5 space that's before these 12 double crochets. I'm in there with a single, then skipping this single crochet here again, go to the first double and work a single on there, a double crochet on there. Chain 3, that's for your first picot. Come down to the first chain and close with a slip stitch. That's the first one. You're going to do this 11 times, so that's all the way around. On all 12 of these you're going to work a double crochet, and on the first 11 you're also going to work a picot. So that's 2. Show you one more. That's number 3, and the picot. Come down and work the picot. That's 3. I'm going to do this until I have 11. I'll see you on this side again. I've now done it 11 times, the double crochet and the picot. You should have 1 stitch left here of these 12 that's unworked. On that last one, that double there, going to work a double crochet on that stitch. Skipping the single that you still have there, go to the next chain 5 space and work a single in there. And now you've gone and you've worked the tip of the wrap. You're going to come down along the next edge, this triangular edge, and do exactly the same on this side as you've done on that side. So the repeat you've done here, you're going to work here also. And again, keep checking for symmetry, because this has to be the same as over there. So work all your repeats until you get to this point here, then I'll just see you after that last repeat. almost to the end here. Just done that last double crochet on this last part of the repeat. We now have a single crochet that you're going to skip. You've got a chain 2, but actually this is a chain 5. Remember, you had the chain 3, it counted as a double, and the chain 2. Now on that double, so in this case a chain 3, so that's 3 chain stitches, just going to work a single crochet on that last double crochet. So you're skipping the chain 2, then on the chain 3 you work the single crochet. That brings you to the end of row 3. For row 4 we're going to work chain 8 and then connect loops in certain picots. Let's just start with a chain 8. 1, 2, 3. This first 3 is as a double crochet, and then again a chain 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you block this, your work, this will all straighten out a bit because you'll see it pulls a little inward. But when you block it, this will become a nice straight line. So don't worry that you're seeing this little bend here. Turn your work. We're now going to work single crochets in the 3rd and 5th picot. So these two there. To work in the picot, so this is picot 1, 2, go to picot number 3, just push your hook in there, and technically there is a little circle in there from the chains connecting, but often that's hard to find, so just punch your hook in there somewhere and work a single. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then go to the 5th picot. It's going to be that one there because this is 4, then that is 5, and again punch your hook in there somewhere and work a single. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then skipping everything in between, go to find that single crochet that you have here that's on the chain 5 space, going to work a double crochet in that stitch. And now that's our repeat unit. So I'm going to do that a few more times. I'll show you the repeat once more. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually technically this is the repeat unit because you need the chain 5, that's also part of it. Then go to your 3rd picot, so this is 1, 2 and 3. Push your hook in there somewhere, so it's not going to be a disaster where exactly you push your hook in. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go to the 5th picot, this one here, and again work a single. Chain 5, 5, skipping the last 2 picots, go to the single crochet that's between your groups here, it's in that chain 5 space, that one there, and work a double crochet on it because you're looking for the height that that double crochet is going to give you. So now I've done the repeat 2 times. I'm going to do it again here, and I'll see you at this point when you've got that double crochet, just to do the wave, the full tip again. For the tip of the wrap, we're going to do basically something very similar to what we've done here for the waves on this side. You're going to work a single crochet in picot number 3, 5, 7 and 9. So it's the same symmetry, but you're just doing a few more stitches. This is a chain 5, that's still part of the previous repeat unit, my last repeat on this side of the triangle. I'm going to go to the 3rd picot, push your hook in there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see this is very similar. go to the 5th picot, just make a single in there, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go to the 7th picot and push your hook in there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we're going to come to number 9, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to skip the last 2 and then come to the single crochet that's between these 2 groups and work a double on that single crochet. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now you're ready to start the repeat unit again on the short side, or the triangular side, I should say here. You've just done the tip, so now on this side of the triangle you're going to do exactly the same as you've done here with the chain 5s and connecting on picot number 3 and number 5, and then work a double again here on that single with all chain 5s in between. Repeat that until here, and I'll just show you the edge. Just the very last stitch here, I've done the chain 5, the single crochet in the picot number 5, 6 and 7 you're going to skip, then a chain 5, and I'm going to work the last stitch, which is a double crochet on this very first single crochet that I started here with. To work a double on there, and if you find that your work pulls here, if you find that it's hard for you to get this corner that you see, okay, it pulls there, feel free to work this at chain 6, for example, so just to give yourself a little bit more space if you feel everything is pulling that way. But I must say, when you block your work, because if you open this up you can see how much more space you're getting there, because you'll really have to block this at the end just to open up this lacy pattern. You see, if I'm already opening it up, that this edge here, that it fills itself up. But nonetheless, if you feel more comfortable, feel free to make this, for example, a chain 6 or maybe even a chain 7, this last loop. Row 5, going to again start with a chain 8. The first 3 count as a double crochet and then 5 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, because you want a chain 5 loop. Just going to turn my work again. We're now going to work a single crochet in every chain 5 space and make chain 5 loops in between, so we're wanting a nice lacy pattern. Now, this here is your first chain 5 space. You're going to work a single crochet in there. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go to your next chain 5 space. You're omitting all the single crochets, only the chain 5 space. Chain 3, 4, 5, sorry, chain 5, your next chain 5 space, and a single. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a single crochet. This you're going to literally repeat until you're to the other side. So until you're to this side here. You're going to repeat this all the way. Also here on the tip, you're going to go in every chain space. You work a single crochet and chain 5s in between until you're to here. And then I'll just show you the last part also. I'm at the other side of the wrap now. I've got that single crochet in that last chain 5 space, and here I have the chain 8 that I started with from the previous row. I'm going to do a chain 5, and now I'm going to work a single crochet in here, but remember you've got the chain 5 and the chain 3, so you've actually got 2 stitches in here. Work that single crochet as though it's in the chain 5 space, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now work a single crochet on the last stitch, and that's the double crochet. That's basically a double crochet here. That's your chain 3. So in that third chain stitch, just going to close in there with a single crochet. So this might be an easy mistake to make here, that you make this last single crochet, then the chain 5, and then connect to this stitch here. Then you're kind of forgetting this last little loop that you also need. If you forget that, it's not going to be a disaster, but it'll just pull your wrap inward. So that's just remember that last loop. At this point you're at the end of row 5. Cut your yarn, because we're going to have to thread beads onto our yarn right now. So I'm just going to really bind this off, because I don't want anything happening here. I'm going to bind that off, and then we're ready for row 6. For the last row, for row 6, before we actually do row 6, what we're going to do is on our yarn, we're going to thread the beads. I've got here 8mm wooden beads, black beads. I'm just going to grab a few of these. What you want to do is you want to string as many beads as you need onto your yarn. Now if you're following the full pattern, it's going to be 105. So first put your yarn on a needle, and you make sure that the eye of your needle isn't too big, because this needle has to actually pass through the beads. If this eye is too big, it's going to get stuck on your bead. So take note of that. And then you're going to string the bead onto your yarn, and you're going to do this for all the beads. And this is actually you're going to need more than 100, so this is quite a job, so it's going to take some time doing this. I've now done 4. So string all the beads on your yarn, and when you've done that, and with the black, there we go, it's sometimes hard to see where the hole actually is. And when you've done all of that, you're ready to start the last round of the wrap. Now I'm going to work the last round of the wrap. I'm going to start by attaching my yarn in a chain 5 space, in this chain 5 space here. This is actually a chain 8, because you've got that 8 which is a double crochet and then the chain 5. So I'm going to start there by just attaching with a slip stitch. And now we're going to work a cluster stitch, a special cluster stitch. And the first one is a standing one. So I'm going to do a chain 2. And what I'm already noticing is that these beads are too close to my working yarn, and you're going to have to do that continuously in this round, is push your beads forward so that you have more yarn to work with. In the beginning this will be very hard, because these beads, it's a long stretch, but don't try to push all of them forward. Do it in smaller batches. That makes it easier. So now I've again got a little bit of yarn here to work with. But as you work more and more beads in, it'll become easier, because you'll have less and less beads to push forward. I'm going to work a cluster over this chain 5 space and that chain 5 space. Work a double crochet, the first half of the double crochet in this first chain 5 space. Then go to the second one, chain 5 loop. Also work the first half of a double crochet there, and in the next also. So you've now worked a chain 2 on the first chain 5 space, the double crochet the first half and the first one also. Then you've gone to the second chain 5 space and worked 2 double crochets that first half. You now have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and take them all off. chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to bring one of the beads to your hook. That's where you're currently at. And you're going to connect this to your work with a chain. Now you've got that bead secured there. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to work another cluster stitch. Again, a double crochet 4 together over the chain 5 space where you've already made this first 2 legs and the next chain 5 space. So again, I'm going to push my beads forward just to have enough space, enough yarn to work this next one. So in the same chain 5 space where I've just finished, I'm going to work a double crochet 4 together. So that's the first leg and the second leg. Then go to the next chain 5 space and work leg 3 and 4. At this point you have 5 loops on your hook. Take them all off. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and again bring a bead to your hook. Connect this bead to your work with a chain 1 and then chain 3. And everything you've just done from the special double crochet cluster to this last chain 3, this is your repeat unit. You're going to do this all the way round. I'll show you the repeat one more time. Start again by pushing your yarn or the beads forward on your yarn so that you've got enough yarn to actually make that cluster stitch. In this chain 5 space where you've finished, you're going to start also. So that's the first leg and the second leg, and leg 3 you go to the next chain 5 space, and leg 4 also. 5 loops on your hook, take them all off. Chain 3, bring a bead to your hook and secure it with the chain 1. Chain 3, and now you've finished the second repeat unit. You can see how these beads, okay, they're still kind of wanting to go all the way, everywhere. When you're going to block it, you're going to hold them just to stay in position, like so. This here, you're going to do this all the way around. So on each and every one of these, here on the tip also, all the way until you're here. And I'll just show you this last one also. And I'm almost to the end here. You've got these last 2 chain 5 spaces. Just going to work the last cluster in there, and also on the other side. I've actually got another bead here. I've got a few too many on my thread. That's not a problem. And close with a slip stitch. Oh, sorry, take them all off, I mean. At this point you can cut your yarn, and I am actually going to just close here by pulling through, and then that completes the wrap. After you've worked the last edge, take a moment to block your work. I'll just open up your lace pattern a bit more, and that's just a finishing touch on the wrap. Brings us to the end of this project. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.